Hi, Taurus. Aren't you guys so glad I'm doing your reading today? I was going to make you wait until tomorrow. But I thought, they're going through it. The heavy energy that's going on right now. Sorry, my hair is just kind of looked at myself. Oof. Sorry for the appearance. The energy is really heavy right now. And I know that you guys are feeling it. You have a lot of power in your sign. Because not only did Uranus transit into Taurus in May, and it's getting settled in, we also had Mars go into Aquarius, and Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. So we had this extra air push, and it was fixed air. And it pushed you. And it's pushing everybody, but you're feeling it. I just want you guys to take a deep breath. Just let it go. It's so hard to tell a fixed sign to let it go. You've been very impatient lately. And Taurus is the most patient sign I've ever known. You guys can go through a lot before that impatience shows up and you explode. You guys can go through a lot. So in order for us to get through this heavy energy together, I want to help you navigate through it. Why did I wait until for you to do the last sign? Well, I went through the seasons this time. And I started with Gemini, and you guys are the last one before Gemini. So that's the explanation. I did something different, and you guys didn't really like that I did something different. And that's the big thing about Uranus. That change, you guys like status quo. You want business as usual. You want things to stay the same. The thing is Uranus is an evolutionary planet. Things aren't meant to stay the same. And you know that. You feel it. You're also feeling the anxiety of things to come because you can't quite see it yet. Again, you feel it, but you can't see it. The High Priestess. First card out. You guys have very, very high intuition right now. And you have to really utilize that. Because as much as I want to tell you how to navigate this energy, you have to really trust your intuition. Trust your instincts. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? Where is your life headed? Right? The Hanged Man. So 2 cards of Pisces right away. The Hanged Man is about looking at things in a different perspective when you're not quite sure what's in front of you. These, see? Saved. I saved them. These 2 cards right here are about being an idealist. You want to look at the reality of everything right now, and the reality of everything right now is you're not quite sure what's going to happen. So it's really time to open up yourself in a different way. Really think of things in a more idealistic way than a more realist way. The cynicism kind of has to fall by the wayside right now. You have to trust and believe that things are going to work out because you're not quite sure if they will. You're like, I don't even know, Betsy. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. What? 8 of Cups, right? The journey of self-discovery. I know it's really cheesy when I say that about this card, but it's true. Because you have to walk away from things that are emotionally no longer resonating with you. And you have to let it go. And you can't see, another dark card. This guy's in the dark. He's hooded. You can't see what's coming to you. And the very act of having to change your life is so fear-based, right? Seven of Swords. Change is inevitable with Uranus. The Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups, both of them really talk about having to walk away from something and not keep turning back and looking at it like, what am I missing? What am I forgetting? It's like it keeps creeping back up on you, this gut feeling that you're supposed to be somewhere else. You're supposed to be doing something else. The Lovers, Gemini, needing to make a choice, balancing out your heart and your mind, really getting in contact with not only your divine masculine, but your divine feminine. So, if there is a person in your life, Pisces, Gemini, that you've been attached to for a while, and doesn't have to be a Pisces or a Gemini, just a person that you've been attached to for a while, you have a very close connection with them, and you're not quite sure what to expect with the future. Six of Pentacles. I feel like you need to start thinking about, where am I spending my energy? Where are you spending your energy? Where are you spending your energy? The Six of Pentacles is kind of like the hierarchy. Do you notice how slowly I'm going through these cards? I really, really, really want you guys to be very, very cautious about where you're spending your time, where you're spending your energy. Because I feel like you're putting it in places there's like no return. And you keep doing it, and you keep giving and giving and giving into these places of least resistance. Or the most resistance, I guess, is the best way to put it. It's like you keep giving your energy to some people or some place, a job or a relationship or a friendship, and you're not getting anything back. What is it that you have to walk away from? Is it, the cats are going crazy right now. Cats are going crazy right now. Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands. Whew. Taurus. The Two of Wands in this deck is very interesting because in most decks, it's all about making an active choice and going into the future, stepping into the future. Like taking that first step. In this deck, it's my comfortably stuck card. I really see this as a very Taurian card in this deck. Because if you look, this guy's tied to one wand, or he's tied with his foot to one wand, his hand to the other, and he's happily talking to a bird. He needs to make a decision to move. He can't stay there forever, but he's comfortably stuck. It's time to come to the truth of that. Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And that, my friends, is really the biggest thing about this heavy energy, because you are being very comfortably stuck in a situation that increasingly gets uncomfortable because this guy's gonna have to use the bathroom and eat and, you know, I mean, Let's get real. Taurus likes food. Anything that's delicious, you're going to want to move eventually. And I think that it's time to be very, very honest about that because you're so uncomfortable. I mean, look at the Hanged Man here. So uncomfortable. So whatever you've been emotionally investing in, comfortably stuck. You know that this decision is looming and you know that it's been here for a while, but you keep on pushing forward and keep on pushing forward. And the more a person stays in a spot and resists it, and the more uncomfortable it gets, the more miserable you are. Why do you want to live in misery? Just so everybody else around you is comfortable? Is everybody else around you comfortable? That's a really good, honest question to ask too. Are you comfortable staying there? Is everybody else comfortable staying there? Let's clarify the Lover's card. I'm curious about the Lover's card. I don't think you guys want to talk about it. You're like, nope, I don't want to talk about it. Sore subject, sore subject. So, it doesn't have to be a sore subject. It's not an easy relationship to be in. That Lover's card is not an easy relationship to be in. And it's like they want to come out, but they don't want to come out. All right, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. You don't have to talk about it. We can talk about, I don't know, the Six of Pentacles. Who are you giving your money to? Who are you giving your time to? Who are you giving your energy to? Ooh, Four of Pentacles. Stubborn, stubborn. Stubborn. You just going to keep giving and giving and giving? You're going to stay in the spot of giving to everybody all the time? Look how stubborn that guy is. Four of Pentacles on the Six. It looks like the more that you give, the less you have. But you're still hanging on to it, aren't you? This is what I mean about being uncomfortable. Are you really making everybody else around you comfortable? Or is this like just stubborn Taurus mode? I'm so sorry. I'm just like, you guys. Oh, I love a Taurus. Let me tell you. All right. I went back to the Lover's card because the Magician. So definitely Gemini or Virgo. But it's funny because you're manifesting this. You want to make it happen. But if you keep blocking yourself from moving towards it, you know, Uranus would give this to you if you removed yourself on your own instead of having to be very uncomfortable about it. Uranus would just hand that right to you. What's the Hanged Man? What is it that we need to look at differently? Relationship. Do we need to look at the home life? Do we need to look at your job? It's really interesting because you can't hide anymore. You know, and I'm not like throwing shade at you when I say that. Because you know that you've been hiding and you know that you have been holding back on making a decision or moving forward in a way because you don't know what to expect, and that's scary. The fear of the unknown. I've had to say the same thing to several signs this month. You're not the only one. The thing is you guys are getting the brunt of it. Ace of Cups on the Hanged Man. See, I want to hide. I'm being very tentative with you guys because I feel like you don't need a lecture. You don't need a lecture. You just need to know that everything is working as it should be. But if you fight if you fight against the Uranus energy, it will be worse. I've had to say that to a couple of Taurians. And I've always said I'm not afraid to poke the bull, but this month I'm kind of afraid to poke the bull. I wish that I could be like, oh, everything's going to be so lovely and light in June. It can be. You can make it lovely and light in June. You have two aces here. Aces are gifts. The gift of truth and the gift of love. But if you choose not to see it, even though you feel it, it will be elusive to you and you won't be able to reach out and grab it. You keep hiding in a world of safe and secure, but are you really safe and secure? Or are you just giving and giving and giving and not receiving anything in return? Instead of me lecturing you, I would rather just ask you the questions and have you answer them for yourself. They can be rhetorical. You don't actually have to answer them for me. They can be rhetorical. But you know that I'm always going to be real. And I'm always going to be straightforward. And it's time for you to be real and straightforward for yourself too. So the Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Page of Cups, the Devil, Six of Swords, Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles. This is clear to me. A choice needs to be made. Either between two other people, two other situations, whatever it is, the choice needs to be made for your spiritual growth. And it's up to you on whether you're going to make that choice or not. I feel like the longer you wait to make the choice, the more uncomfortable it's going to be. There is that Pisces. Or we also have Capricorn here. You want more out of life. I feel like this is actually you. You want more out of life. You don't want to feel chained into something anymore. You want more out of life. And you wonder, how am I going to get it? How am I going to get it? How am I going to get it? Well, you're manifesting that happening. You can make it happen. You can do it. You can make it happen. But you're not going to make it happen if you're spending your energy in places that don't deserve your energy. Like, that's just facts. You know? It just is. And Six of Swords with the Knight of Swords. I feel like the beginning of June is going to be a time for you, like you're really going to have to keep a cool head, because there are people around you that will not be keeping a cool head. The Knight of Swords is very disruptive. And if you're not, the Six of Swords talks about coming into a mental balance and clarity. And if you're not mentally balanced and clear, this Knight of Swords is going to be very disruptive. And we're not... Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Don't let somebody disrupt your stability and put you out. So this could definitely be a Gemini. Excuse me. See how heavy the energy is? I can't control it anymore. It's like coming up out of me. So this air sign is really pushing you down to the point of like, it's kind of putting you out in a way. You know, I feel like you're giving a lot of your energy to something that is not giving you any growth aspects at all. And you're holding on to it like you're forcing it to try and work. Could this be a manipulation? Could this magician energy be a manipulation? I don't know. That's up to you. That would resonate in your... But there's got to be a choice that's made. Because you want more out of life. You want more union, excitement, joy, happiness. And somebody who is very controlling and toxic. This could be also a Capricorn that needs to be cut down to size. But I'm feeling like this disruption, like if you don't have a level head with all of this going on, but the thing is to have balance, not to have a need to control, but to have balance in a world that's gone to pot, as my mom would say. So let's get an outcome for, let's go into like towards the end of June. I'm still going to do the second part of June in another video, but let's just see. There you are, or another earth sign. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, good. I like that because we went from a page to a queen. Because you guys kept a level head. You didn't let the disruption get to you. Kept a level head. So the end of June. We know that there are changes that need to be made. Because you kept a level head. Because you did not let the air sign. Two of Cups and the Four of Cups. I feel like the resistance against whatever relationship you're in, either with an air sign or a water sign or another earth sign, it's almost as if it's like directly related to, I don't know what decision I need to make. Since this Two of Wands is attached to this Eight of Cups, needing to walk away from something, I feel like there is a big decision that needs to be made when it comes to relationships, feelings. And I feel like you want to time out. Like you're not giving it really any thought. But I gotta tell you, with this Four of Cups right here, if that guy keeps his head down, he's not going to see this ace being handed to him. It's like the view is very hooded. You know? You want to see it. But the truth of the matter is if you don't look up, if you don't take the ball cap off, if you don't take the sunglasses off, if you don't look up from... You guys are so funny. You're like, no, I'm going to be hooded. It's my time. Okay. I get it. I get it. You're going to make your decisions and you're going to do what you have to do. The thing is there has been an energy of needing to walk away from things for quite some time. And I love you guys so much that I'm always going to give you the advice of clearing things, negative things out of your life so you can open yourself up to beautiful gifts from the universe. That's always going to be my first advice. But I'm not going to lecture you this month because that's not what you need. What you need is somebody to say, the path has been open to you. Your choice is whether you're going to take it or not. Sometimes you will take the least resistance. Sometimes you will take the most resistance. I feel like a lot of you have very spent energies in places that are dwindling your resources and your finances. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn energy staying in something like that. And then you have situations in other places that leave you wanting more, but you won't lift your head to see the more. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. It's very real. It's very real, and I really get it. All right, guys. I love you so much. I have an event in Boston on July 27th. It's actually going to we're going to talk about what things we can do to open up our path to our future moving forward, being fearless, being brave, being authentic in our truth, and being able to move forward in the future, right? Which is always fun. So check out that link. It is below in the box. July 27th in Boston. I also have other dates and locations coming up, but I will have to update you. We're going to get some of those put together, and I'll let you know. Some will be in the Northeast. Some will be in Texas. So that'll be cool. And it'll be all summer. So also fearlessintuition.net. If you would like to have a personal reading, the FaceTime reading special is over today. It will be over midnight Pacific time. So make sure you take advantage of that. And then starting tomorrow, June 1st, we will, I'll have the soulmate readings and the soul's lesson readings on special. So have a really good beginning of June. And I know that the energy is really heavy, but just keep taking deep breaths and working through it. And do a lot of meditation and connecting with yourself, because really being able to listen to ourselves is, it's a gift to be able to actually hear yourself. And the advice that you are giving to yourself. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you for the second half of June. Bye.